Everybody, I am back. Welcome to Touching Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick, and I'm getting caught back up because we started a little late tonight because I was on a paranormal investigation. We're going to talk some more about that, and then we're going to get into some readings for our guests. So, finally made it home. So, let's get some of y'all the ability to sign back in while I get things together here. Okay. So let's see if I can get people to sign back in. Oops. Don't want to do that. All right. Okay, I have to get Maggie to open that when he comes. Let's see if I can get some people to sign in. All right. We just had y'all online, so let's see if I can get y'all to come back and visit with me. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right, let's get some people into the room. I got one person, so y'all can start typing. Let me know you're in the room. I am back at home now, so we are starting the podcast here. And let me text my team, tell them that I'm online. And let me text them. Online. Okay. So I got a couple y'all in, so say hello so I know that you're in the room with me, because that's the only way that I know. So let me know. I see two of you. Say hello. Now I see one of you. There we go. There's Jamie. Hi, I'm texting everybody, letting them know, hey, I'm online, I'm home. So we're gonna do some readings in a little bit. And look what I got, Jamie. I need this. I got a baby beer. I need it tonight. I got to talk to you. I got so much going on. That tonight I had to have a baby beer. Okay, Jamie Lucky, Mark, LOL. I need it, y'all. I need it. Y'all, I'm hurting. So, anyway, I'm going to be out, I think Wednesday, October 15th, because I'm going to have surgery. That's a new thing. We'll talk about that offline later. Cheers, buddy. Cheers. I hate these Walmart waters. Sam's waters. The bottle's so fragile you can't take the top off without getting water all over the place. Now that I'm soaking wet, I can have some water. I needed that. Okay, I feel better now. What a night. Hey, Kayla. Oh, yes, I do go to Mississippi periodically. And Stacy's here. Yes, Stacy, I'm going to have surgery. We'll talk about it offline. So yes, you heard me right. You did. I don't tell everybody everything, but yes. So that's why I was home early today. I had to go see the surgeon and book my date. But anyway. Hi, Angie. And Kayla. So, yes, I do come to Mississippi. Hey, hello, Mark. I do come to Mississippi. Let me know like what you're looking for, or if there's a question that you have. Do you have another question for? Like, did you want a question for the cards or something like that? So I only have the tarot tonight because, like I said, I have a student that I'm working with, and I gave her my symbology deck because it's so good. So while I'm talking to you guys again about tonight, we had a real, I think for our first um, paranormal investigation, this was probably the best, since we have a lot of people in the group who have not done any paranormal investigating, and so we're trying to teach them. Okay, I will do that, Kayla, for you. So we trying to find some in town places that we can do to kind of help people. Okay, Jamie, you can have one too. I'm not going to skip you, boo. So I won't skip you, I promise. So, an organizer, we're going to have a meeting soon. All the board members, which will be Mark Senior, Jamie, me, Misty, then Mark Boyance, and Allie. I think that's all the board members. And we're going to do a Google Meets meeting, and we're going to come when we come to before October the 14th, which is the night before my surgery. So oh, look at Stacy being a bitch. Oh, yep, I said it. She's trying to be messy. Deidre would appreciate a reading. Okay, for Stephen. Okay. So I got 3. So let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, Kayla, your spiritual reading. I kind of like this. It's kind of a mixture. So you got a little balance here, okay? Okay, Kayla, you have the 3 of Swords, which is heartache, but this is heartache that you didn't see necessarily coming, but you're going to have a gift of God that's going to come through and make things better for you. So the Ace of Pentacles is a very great spiritual card, and so what that tells me is that even though when times get bad, Spirit comes through for you. So that, to me, that is a blessing. All right, and for the person that I always miss to read, she got the Thief. She got the 6 of Coins. And she's got the Fool, go figure. And so what that says to me, Jamie Bestie, is that you make a lot of clever, even when things seem to be like they're being taken away from you, you're able to balance it because of your good decision making. That's what that says to me. And then the third one was Jamie, Deidre. This is for Stephen. Stephen's got the King of Wands, which is business, the 3 of Coins, which is partnership, and the 5 of Swords, which is battle and defeat. So I kind of think that there's some type of partnership with Stephen that's going to come together, and that's going to help him bring balance and defeat the problems that he's having. And I will say that to you. Okay, and let's see if there's anybody else. Okay, so Mark Sr. and Angie. And Faith. So those 3. So Mark, Angie, and Faith. Okay. And Mark Jr. So Mark, Angie, Faith, Mark Jr. Okay. Mark, you've got the High Priestess. You have the Empress. And you have the 3 of Wands. And what this tells me is that your knowledge and your nurturing is what's going to keep things moving for you in careers. And so you're going to be able to move forward no matter what happens in your career realm. You're going to always be okay because you'll be able to move forward. You can put your back to the drama and move forward. So I will say that to you. Angie, oh girl, you got the party, the devil. You've got the, I call that the party card. You've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, I'm sorry, and the Two of Pentacles. And what that says to me is that you've been balancing out a lot of old habits lately, and that's been helping you move forward in your life, and you're starting to recognize habits, and you're starting to balance them, and so that's helping you make better choices, better decisions. So I'm going to say that to you. And this one is after Angie was Faith. Faith, you have the Magician. You have the Six of Pentacles. And you have the Page of Cups. And what this tells me is that right now you're emotionally trying to remain balanced and trying to stay steady because there's about change that's about to happen. So you have to get emotionally stable so that the change can take place. So get those scattered emotions together and start using them to help build your path to the better piece for you. And that's what these three cards are about. And I will leave that with you. And this is Mark Jr. Mark Jr. Ooh, you got the Moon. You've got the Blonde Lady, the Eight of Swords, and you've got the Five of Swords. So what that tells me is that there's a lot of fears that you had been going through that you've been able to beat and accomplish. You've been able to rise above those anxieties and those fears. Even though there was a lot of things playing in the background that you didn't see, you were still able to triumph and beat them because of that Five of Swords. And I will leave you with that. And then I have Deidre. I have Stacy, Deidre, Sophia, and Celeste, and Lynn. So I have 5. Yep, I have 5. So let me see. 1, 2. That one fell in place. Somebody needed that card. 3, 4, 5. And that card fell in place. Give you that one because that one fell in place for you. That one. That one. That one. That one. Okay. Celeste, you've got the Seven of Cups. You've got the Eight of Cups, which are two totally different cards. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. And what that says is, due to nurturing, there was a lot of things that had all happened at one time that you didn't know which way to turn, but you were able to put it all in order, and you're going to be able to walk away from it because you're nurturing it more, you're nurturing it better, you're taking charge of it better. So keep that up, and that will help those issues go away. The next one is Stacy. You've got the Two of Cups. You've got the Battle, and which is the Five of Wands, and you've got the Ten of Wands. And what that says to me is even though things need to come together for you, there's still that battle in you that you're trying to move forward, you're trying to put things together, you're trying to pick up and move on. So I think this is just saying it's time to pick up things and move on and try to find the right path for you at this moment. So I will say that to you, Stacy. And then Sophia, you've got the Blinded Lady, the Eight of Swords. You have the Four of Wands, and you have the Thief card. So what this looks like to me, that somebody is trying to threaten your job or trying to question your job. You're going to have to stand your ground, and you don't see this person just yet, but you need to stand your ground and be very firm, and don't let other people make what you do less than what it is. So I say stick up for yourself and keep moving forward with that. Okay, that was Sophia. And then we have Deborah. Deborah, you have the Four of Swords. You have Strength, and you have the Two of Wands. And what that says to me is basically that it's time to rest right now, and it's time to be prepared to make big change, because you're going to start really looking at your future, and you're going to start taking on new challenges. You're welcome, Celeste. You're going to be taking on new challenges. So definitely, this is for Deborah. So you're going to definitely take on new challenges. So know that. So get some rest. You're about to go into battle. And number 5 is for Lynn. Lynn, you have the 9 of 9, the Hermit, which is the 9, the Page of Swords, and you have the 8 of Wands. I thought I just had that in another pile. That's crazy. There's only one of those. But anyway, it might have been the last reading. Anyway, what that says to me to tell you is down the line, there's some legal things that you need to take care of that are new. So it just, again, this could be a contract of some kind. This could be something you need to go sign, or you might be selling something, but it has to do with contracts, and it's something new that's coming down the line that I kind of think you need, and it's going to be a very positive effect for you. So I'm going to leave you with that. So those are some readings. So back to things that go bump in the night. So again, I want to thank everybody that came out tonight to the paranormal investigation of the Dauphine House. It was a way to get people's feet wet, to understand the importance of history and the importance of being able to walk through an area and sense things using your senses, being able to answer questions about that history. Hey, Rob, how you doing, my friend? And so that was really important. No, Daria, you didn't miss it. We were the problem was I was on an investigation, so until I got home I wasn't on YouTube. But I'm on YouTube now, so if you want to read and let me know, Rob, YouTube, just put in the comments if y'all would like a 3-card pull. I will do a 3-card pull for you if you'd like one. So you have to put it in the comment, and I will do one for you. And so anyway, on this, so this first investigation was just initially to get people to see some different equipment, use different equipment, and see what they can find. We actually got some good stuff. I've not listened to the recordings yet, but if I get some cool stuff, I will save it and share with you guys, because we did record a lot of stuff. Okay, Rob and Daria, I will do both of you. And so that was really cool. And people got some stuff. I had like 5 or 6 mediums there. Let's see, let me count them. That was Holly, me, Misty, Tanya, Zeta, Allie. 6 that I know of. There might have been more. And Dina, so that's 7. So and Dina was there, so there's 7. There was 7 mediums there. So, hey, Susan, how you doing, love? If you would like, a reading, Susan, just put that. I'm laying out cards right now for Rob and Daria. If you would like one as well. Again, I apologize for not being on at my normal time because of being at this paranormal investigation tonight with our team, the Orleans Parish, well, I keep saying parish, the Orleans Paranormal Social Club. So, okay, yes. So, pull some cards here for the people who asked for their reading and see what we get. I'm trying to get some different cards in there. Okay. All right, Rob, this is what I got for you. We've got, that's the opposite end, that's the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So what that says to me is that nurturing the work that you do will bring more money, because right now it seems like it's, whatever you're doing, the finance seems a little questionable, but nurture it, let it grow, and then the business itself will grow, and there'll be more money for you, or there's a project out there that's waiting for your attention to bring in some more finances. And that is for Rob. And let's do Daria. Daria, you've got my favorite card. Most people don't like this one, but the Tower. And you've got the Magician. And you've got the Eight of Swords. So kind of what that tells me, Daria, is that right now you're kind of in a place where you're still not sure which way you want to go, but right now you're about to go through a big change. That's what the Tower destruction was. Burning the old grass so new grass can grow, so that you can move forward with the things you want to do in life. So that's really, hey, Zeta. Zeta was on the investigation tonight. That was really cool. So that's what that's telling me for you. Daria, Lynn, Susan, did you want a reading? Oh, okay. You just come back. So you don't want a reading, Susan? If you did, I would read you. Can you do one for Kenny? Okay, sure. Here, this one's for Kenny because you were the next one in line. So again, Kenny got the devil. And he got strength. And he's got the Two of Swords. So what that tells me is that Kenny right now is working on changing some habits, changing some things that need to happen. When he puts his mind to it, he can do it. He can start doing things the way he's supposed to. When he puts his mind to it. If he doesn't put his mind to it, there's times he likes to go play. So, but if he does put his mind to it, good things will come to him. So I want to say that as well. So that was for Kenny. So anyway, folks, I'm not going to stay on too long because I do have work tomorrow. And I have to do a lot of preparation for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to just, again, tell everybody that oh, hey, Lisa. Did you want a 3-card reading, Lisa, like Rob got? Well, thank you, Susan. All right, Lisa, I'm going to do one for you because I know if Rob got one, I got to give you one. So let's see. What do I got? We pull 3 cards for Lisa real quick. I got the Ten of Pentacles. I got the Star. So far, we're looking good, girl. And I've got Judgment. So what that all tells me to tell you, what that tells me, hey, Whitney, what that tells me to tell you is that there's some movement for you. I don't know if this is work. I don't think this is home. Like, maybe this is work, or there's some kind of shift of some kind that's bringing success to you. So pay attention to that. There may be some change. It says you're making great decisions right now. So now's the time to put that to work for you. Okay, and let's see what's there for you. And I know my friend Whitney wants some because I know that's what I know my girl Whitney. So I'm gonna give Whitney 3 cards. All right, Whitney, you've got the Pope, you got the 9 of Swords, and you've got the 5 of Cups. So what that tells me is to tell you stop worrying so much. Stop worrying so much, Whitney. Because right now you got the Pope on your side. He's kind of helping you make some changes in life right now. So make those changes and grow with them, and things are going to get much, much better. Look more at the positive. I know that's kind of hard, girl, because I know the situation that you deal with. So, but stay positive and stay positive. I just did you, Whitney. Stay positive. Stay moving. The Pope is there giving you some blessings, saying that you're going to be okay. All right? Anyway, so we had a lot of fun tonight. Again, if any of you guys want to go investigate some places that are in the state of Louisiana, let us know. We're going to try to stay close to home for the first bunch until everybody understands their roles and finds out what they like to do in the paranormal social club. And once we get that done. So yes, Deidre, I do conduct tarot classes, but did you ever take my free one that's online? I have a free one on YouTube, which is kind of my tarot, the whole story. And that's why I do these 3-card pulls, because people are online. Oh, look at the Wheel of Fortune. There you go. Good card. So I have a free tarot class online on YouTube. And you can look at that, and it pretty much covers every card in the deck. And then I'm preparing for a master class, and that's why I'm using these cards, doing these 3-card pulls for everybody, because the people in the audience, a few people in the audience who want to take the master class when I teach it, and so therefore I'm trying to go over the meanings of the cards and the blending. And so, like, I know my friend Daphne's watching, she's going to take the class. I know there's a few other people that are watching, they're going to take the master class in tarot. So so just like, go to YouTube. I have a free class there. You can kind of get the basics, and once you understand that, then I'm going to get into the more advanced teaching of tarot. The key thing about tarot reading, folks, and I know a lot of you guys have been begging me for a numerology class. It's coming. Okay, so I just got so much going on. I can only do so much at a time. But you know, the main thing about tarot, what people don't understand, is that once you learn the basic meanings of the cards through the book that's with the deck, throw it away. Because it really has nothing to do with the book and everything to do with your connection to the card. Yes, we did. Well, you know, with Trenny, we did a bus tour that included Chalmette Battlefield, and then we also took a group of students to Chalmette Battlefield who were in a they were in our power. They were not. I don't say power. They were in our we were teaching sensing to a bunch of students, and they were in our private investigation. Our investigation class. We took a bunch of students to Chalmette Battlefield, and we took them to the cemetery way down in Chalmette. So that we had a lot of great stuff down there. So yes, we have done that already, and we do take bus tours. We have a bus tour that I can't call it a bus tour. We have an event that includes a bus because you can't legally tour down there. Because it's not really a tour, it's a mediumship show, but we stop at all these crazy places that have all this great history, and we take you on it. So that Trenny and I may do one with some others if Trenny's not available, but we hire a bus and everybody comes on the bus. The last time we did it, one of the air conditioning was broken. It was so hot. We were dying on the bus. But it's a great tour. It takes you to Chalmette Battlefield. It takes you to past the pet cemetery. You don't really get to see the pet cemetery because it's been overfilled with swamp, but we pass the area and talk about it and the history, and we end up at this old cemetery for New Orleans from back in the 1800s, and it's one of the oldest churches in the state. It's one of the top 3 oldest churches in the state, and it's where they buried a lot of the people that had yellow fever. Back in the day, people would come from all over the United States up the river in this canal that ran alongside the river to bury people in this mass grave that's at this cemetery. So it's really cool. Hey Laura, how you doing, love? I know it's good to see you. Yes, you need to venture out. Laura was in our original group that we had paranormal group that we had in Texas. So that was a lot. We had a lot of fun with that group. We had a lot of fun. So it's actually free, Daria. Right now, the tarot class is online free. In January, I think I'm going to be teaching energetics one more time, and then it will go online, and it will be able to be purchased online. The energetics course that I teach. I do have a mediumship course online. It's an old one, so I want to update it, and then I'll put it back. The numerology course needs to be in person because I got to be able to answer questions about numerology and I might put how to make a chart online and have maybe one piece that's offline. I may do that with that, but I am starting to put more classes online. And yes, you can record some of the, if you miss a class with me, I will send you a recording of the class. But I do have, like I said, I do have a recorded tarot class on YouTube. It's free. You don't have to pay. So yes, we do group excursions, Rob. We do. So I will be doing another bus. I can't call it. I gotta get out of that habit. So you can't have bus tours in Chalmette. So it's not really a bus tour. It's a group of us that get together as a team. And we do mediumship, and we connect to everybody, and we read their tarot. We do all kind of fun things on the bus, and then we stop at all these cool places and let you get out and tell you a little bit about the history. And so basically, it's an event. It's not really, it's not something that the public can purchase. You can purchase it through us, but it's not advertised anywhere except my website maybe, or we'll put it on Facebook. But I can't call it a tour because it's not really a tour. But we do take you to a lot of cool places. You have focusing, understanding, information. So Dario, you can always schedule with Stacy a 30-minute free consultation, and I can help you and talk you through that a little bit, and then we can see what it is you really need, and then I can make some recommendations. I do have a level 1 mediumship class coming up soon. I have one student that's doing a lot of one-on-one with me right now, and she wants a class together, but I have to have at least 5 students. I only really need 4 because I got one permanent student that takes everything. So I need 4 people that want that tarot class in order to have it. because you got to be able to have somebody to work with. So I can't really teach mediumship. I can't really teach mediumship one-on-one. You got to have more people to work with. And so I do that for a minimum of 5 people. I only need 4 because, like I said, I got 1 student who will fill in to be that 5th student if we can't get 5. But I will go anywhere and teach mediumship for 5 students. So if y'all get a group of friends together and you want to learn mediumship, get 5 people, I will come to you. Yeah, Chalmette History Social Gathering on a bus. Yes, in the heat. This time we're going to do it in the fall where it's cool, just in case the air conditioners broke on the bus again. That was horrific. 2 air conditioners and 1 was broken. Yes, my phone number, the number to call Stacy is on my website. And that's the only way to book an appointment with me is through Stacy. I never ever solicit anybody on any social media. Know that. So if because they got somebody who uses my pictures and puts a hyphen over the I in my last name, and everybody thinks it's me, and it's not me. It's somebody who's trying to impersonate me. Who would want to impersonate me, really? So if you really want, go to my website, sid-patrick.com, and reach out to Stacy, and she can help you. I had a mediumship on class online, but it's old. I want to redo it before I put it back online again. I have one that I just got to throw it online and it would be there. But it's an old class from when I first started teaching, and there's been so many advancements since then. I want to put a more modern, up-to-date class. The next class of mine you will see online is going to be energetics, and that's going to be after the January class. I do have a tarot class online that's free. It's on YouTube, and that one's free. Yeah, I teach almost all my courses now are online and in person. Even the energetics, which has group activities in it, you can take that one online. I have a way that I'm presenting it. You will be able to take it online, even with the activities, because you will be part of the activities. So I had to figure a way to make that happen online, and so it's pretty cool. And so again, the energetics class will be online soon. I want to give it one more time before I put it online in person, because I'm going to use the in-person class again, it's in person and online. So like last time we taught energetics, Deidre was online watching in the class, and she did fine being online and with the people who were here for the class. And a couple people were online. Deidre and Jessica were online. Jessica was online the first day. Lisa was online with Deidre. So we had a few people online and a few people in the class. So you can do both. If you get 5 friends in Texas, Laura, I will come to Dallas and do a class in Dallas. And that's where my work wife lives near there. So definitely we could do that. And you're going to see me coming to Dallas a lot because my work wife, the one that I do a lot of galleries with and big shows with, she's now in that area. So you will see me more in Dallas and probably next year. So I know in January I'm going to California for 2 weeks to work from San Francisco down to San Diego. I'm gonna spend a weekend in San Francisco and in piece of it in LA. Then I'm going back to LA. Then I'm going down to San Diego. Anyway. So y'all, this has been a very busy month for me. I have been out of town most of the month. Laura was actually with us on the investigation in Jefferson, Texas. So she was there for all the crazy things that happened there. She was part of that paranormal group when we did those investigations in Texas. So you see, just saying, you never know. Anyway. This month I have been and since August I have been in Tulsa. I have been in Denver. I have been in Wisconsin. I have been in Palm Springs. I've been in, I just got back from Portland, Oregon. Like, it's just been, guys, I've been traveling so much. I need to go take care of me. Oh, I love San Diego too, Dari. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. So anyway, so I've been really busy doing a lot of traveling, doing a lot of shows. Tulsa was a fair that I did. Denver was a couple of big galleries that I did with Trenny, and a couple of privates that I did there in Denver. And then Madison, Wisconsin was work related for 5 days. And then the following week after that, I was in Palm Springs. That was some downtime, and then just to get away. And then immediately I got back, and then I just went to Portland, Oregon for another event. So staying busy. Oh, Dara, you don't know. That's just one job. I got 2 other jobs. I work full time too as a nurse. So I stay very busy. So that's why if y'all want appointments with me, you have to go through Stacy. That's the only way. I will never solicit you online, ever. I will never book an appointment with you from here. I will never book an appointment with you on Facebook. I will never book an appointment with you on TikTok or YouTube. You have to go to my website and call Stacy. That is the only way to see me or schedule. I do a lot of online stuff. In fact, the other Tuesday was all three clients I saw when I got off work Tuesday were all online. So yes, I do a lot of online work. So if you're out of town, you can definitely make an appointment. And I do free 30-minute consultations, but I do not read you in those 30 minutes. We talk about your spirituality. We talk about answer your questions about spirituality or about experiences that you've had, or if there's something going on at your home or something you're experiencing, you just need to talk about it. That's what I save those 30-minute calls for. Okay. All right, folks. I have work tomorrow. Hey, Glenda. I love you guys, but I do have to go because I have work in the morning and I got things to do to get ready for it, because I've been on this investigation which I talked a lot about earlier, that we're getting people engaged so that we can start going to some really cool places that have a lot of activity. You know me, to me it's normal activity. They need to come investigate my house. My house has tons of activity. I'm going to tell y'all a little story. And you might have heard Jill say it, and I said it last week, but I'll tell you again. We were doing for those of you that are here, we had, Trini and I were doing a gallery. It's called a gallery group setting where everybody gets a reading. And I read this woman, and everything. We talked to her family and stuff, and then I moved on to this lady who was sitting to my right with her husband, and this is really cool, guys. And like her mom comes through, and I start talking about her mom, and I'm validating how her mom passed and giving her information, and Trini's giving her information. Well, I said to her, "Why is your mom throwing burning crosses at me? Like, your mom is throwing burning crosses at me." And she turned beet red, and she goes, "I am so embarrassed." And I said, "Well, why is that?" And she said, "It's my father. I can't even let my kids get near my father. We have separated from him completely. My dad's a bad, bad man." And I said, "Really?" And she said, "Yeah." She says, "I'm so embarrassed." I said, "Well, your mom's here talking." She goes, "Well, he used to abuse my mom. And my mom, when he got sick, went and took care of him. And now he's fine. And then she passed away. And, and he was always abusive to her." And she goes, "But he's such a bad man." And I'm like, "Well, what did he do?" And she said, "He was with the KKK." And then she went on to let us know that not only was he with the KKK, but he was the attorney for the KKK in another state. This guy was really bad. And then while she's saying that story, one of the ladies that we read in the other side of the room in the back, her phone goes off, and on her ringtone for her husband, she's got that song, "Big John, Big Bad John." And I looked at her, and she goes, "That's my husband. Is that your husband's name?" She said, "Yeah." And I turned to the girl that I was with. I said, "Is that your father's name?" And she said, "Yeah, that's his name." So her mother, protecting her child, even from the other side, let everybody know that John was a bad, bad man. You can't make that up. And it gets even wilder because then the woman whose phone went off, she goes home and she's asking her husband, like, I was at seeing mediums. Why did you try calling me? And he goes, I didn't. So she looked at his phone and her phone, and there were no calls exchanged. Just saying. That was wild. So wild things happen. Wild things happen. That was a really cool experience. And that happens in my house. Like things like that all the time. All the time. Things like that happen here. So I'm creating Sid's bungalow in the back of my house, and it's supposed to be ready for the 30th, so I'm hoping that it's ready. So I am taking designs for all you artists out there. If y'all want to create a sign that says Sid's Bungalow and email it to me, I'll give a free reading to the winner, and then I will create that sign and have it hung on my gate, because that's where people are going to enter to go to the back for their sessions. But anyway, yes, Daria, that was crazy, but I have weird things like that happen all the time. I have apportations happen around me. I have spirits that speak around me. We have things like that happen. I have that happen around me, and me and Trenny both. I can't say it's just me. I mean, I've had it happen. It happens a lot just me. Like the apportations happen around me, and a lot of my people from Texas have witnessed those. Actually, Laura's here. So Laura's here. So this is stories about Laura's mama. So this is how I got to meet Laura. That's on here tonight. So here's a cool story, and I'm going to end with this story. This is a bedtime story for everybody. So I was working in a hospital where Laura's mama worked, and her mom was on the antepartum unit, and her mom was just a wonderful, friendly, kind human being. And we were at a party one night for the hospital, and it was a party, and that night when her mom went home, her mom passed away in her sleep. And after that, a lot of things had happened on the unit. A lot of crazy things, like the phone would ring every night at a certain time, and they knew it was the time she would call and check in on them. It would still ring at that time of night. The doors on that unit would just pop open by themselves and then close. Well, one night I was going walking the hospital because I was a supervisor. I was going through the hospital, and I stopped on her mom's unit, and one of the nurses there was having some medical issues, and she was asking me about FMLA. And I'm talking to her about FMLA and how to get on FMLA, and all of a sudden something fell right in between us. And I looked at her and I said, "Did somebody just throw something at me?" She's like, "Mm-mm." I said, "There's nobody back there?" She went, "No." I said, "Was there something like on the ceiling?" She said, "No." She said, "Sid, you're scaring me." I said, "It's scaring me." And I looked down, and there was this little pink pen that said "Santa loves me" on it. And I was like, wow. So I picked it up and I held on to it. Well, we were planning an investigation to Jefferson, Texas. And next thing I knew, Laura, that's here on the thing tonight, Laura gave me a call and wondered if her and her sister Sarah could come along with us. And I said, sure, and that's when it hit me. Her mom knew or wanted her daughters to go on that trip to Jefferson, Texas, because when you look at the pen, Santa loves me, Sarah, Laura, Mom, that were the three initials of that pen. When I brought that pen on the trip and showed it to Laura, Laura said, "That's my mom's pen. Where'd you get it?" I had to tell her how it came out of nowhere, how it busted from the other side and came out of nowhere. Hi, Kenny. Came out of nowhere, that pen. And that was her mother letting me know that I needed to bring her two daughters on this trip to Jefferson, Texas, because that's where she used to take them when they were little girls, to go look at the ghost stuff in that town. So that was a cool story. And that wasn't the only thing she did. One time, I had another nurse that was working on that unit was making a bracelet for me, and she couldn't find hematite. And it was in the lunchroom. I mean, it's in the hospital. I'm opening the door to the lunchroom, and she's like, "I need hematite to finish." I said, "Where do you think I'm gonna find hematite here?" And I opened the door, and I looked at my feet. There was a piece of hematite on the floor in the hospital. I said, "You mean like this?" So lots of wild stuff happened on her mom's unit, and so Oh, blessings. That was a lot of blessings. That's all I can say. That mom still stays with her family. So yes, she still has the recordings. Laura still has the recordings. So yes, that is a true story. And I still have the pictures and stuff from that trip, and it was a wonderful trip that we had, and a lot of experiences that we had in Jefferson, Texas. And I hope to take the new group to Jefferson, Texas. And Laura, I will let you know when we go, and maybe y'all can come meet us, you and the kids. So we're planning. We're gonna try to get up to Jefferson, Texas eventually as well. So that would be great. That would be great if we could all meet up in Jefferson. So anyway, those are some true, like, though when I'm telling you, like when we go on paranormal events, people get excited because, like, they see something move a little bit, or they see, child, I can tell people, I go to seance where things fly around the room, and then things like airports come out of nowhere, and we hear loud voices and this. So yeah, it's there. So I hope that each of y'all can find blessings and find the things that can take you to walk that path where you can open up to your gifts and open up to the beauty of the universe, because it truly is beautiful. And with that, folks, I will say good night. I love you all. Take care. I will see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I might come on a couple times during the week, but definitely next Wednesday, 8 o'clock for a new